Hello YouTube, this is OJ Cubing, and today we've got a pretty massive unboxing from cornertwist.com, so let's get into it. We've got quite a lot of cubes in here. They've been very tightly packed in, so let's just empty them out, I guess. Wow, that is a lot of cubes. Okay, wow. Okay, let's get unwrapping them, I guess. Okay guys, so now we've got through all of that bubble wrap, and there is a lot of it. We can take a look at what I've got now. So I've got a Moyu Weilong Square 1, a Qiyi Wushuang 5x5, a Gans 356 Air Master Edition, two Shengshao Legends, a Master Morphix, a MF3 3x3, a Z Cube carbon fiber, and finally, as you can see at the back there, 6 Qiyi Warrior 3s. So yeah, that's 14 cubes. This is probably going to be the biggest unboxing I'll ever have on my channel. But yeah, let's get into opening up some of these cubes. Okay, so I'm going to start off with these two puzzles. This is the Qiyi Wushuang, first of all. And both of these puzzles are going to be my mains for events at the Peterborough Open. So let's have a look at this cube first. Just get out of its wrapping. Okay, wow, so it feels quite light actually. I'm used to my Shengshao 5x5, which is very heavy, but this is quite light in comparison. And the colours are very nice. They're the standard Qiyi colours. They look quite like my Volk colours. And I'm actually not going to be turning this cube or anything because I want to do my first impressions and full review in a separate video on this. And that's the same with the Moyu Weilong Square 1, but we might as well take it out of its box now. So again, we've got a very light sort of feel, and we've got it's got some lube in it already, I can tell, and it's got a really great colour scheme as well. I quite prefer the Moyu to the Qiyi actually, but so yeah, if you want to see my video on this and these two cubes, then you can look at the separate videos. I'll leave a link in the description to when they're up. I'm basically just going to be making a load of videos on these over the next few weeks. So let's get on to the next cube. Okay, so the next cube I'm going to be looking at is this Gans 365 Air Master Edition. And the reason I'm looking at this next is because it's not actually mine. I've bought it for a friend, but he said I can go check it out as well if he wants me to. So I'm not going to be setting this up or anything, but I will be having a little look at it. See, we've got this massive Gans poster sort of thing. I know that Crazy Bag Cuber actually laminated his. As you can see, it's really big, doesn't fit in the frame, but it's got every OLL, PLL, F2L, basically all the CFOP on it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. If we just move these to the side and take this out of its wrapping. Okay, so this is the GAN 365 Air, 356, sorry, I keep calling it that. As you can see, the special thing about the Master Edition is we have these yellow, orange, and red springs, and also if we have a look inside, we have got the white springs, and these can be changed out, and they do different tensions and stuff. I don't really know anything about that, and I'm not going to be playing around with that because the person who's going to own this cube will. But let's get into first turns. Wow, just listen to how quiet this is, guys. I think this is the quietest cube that's on the market at the moment. Wow, it's really smooth, actually. It's a lot, well, I don't know, it's a lot smoother than my Volk. It's maybe a bit smoother than my Volk, I'd say, but yeah, it is just really slick and smooth and speedy, and this is just out of the box. I mean, we've got 3 different spring tensions we can try out right here. And as you can see, it comes with the metal adapter as well. I don't really know how that works. But yeah, without lube or anything, it just feels like a good cube. It's definitely, in my opinion, better than the Weilong GTS, I would say. But I'm not sure about the Volk. I think they were maybe on the same level as each other. Wow, let's check out corner cutting then. Doesn't quite go there, but otherwise it's really good. I mean, you'd expect it to be, but so for that's backwards, I think. Wow, For backwards, we can go up to about that angle there, where this is just starting to align with this line here. And with forwards, of course, we've got over 45 degrees. Wow, that's insane. Hey, this is a really good cube, guys. I definitely recommend you buying it, and all of these cubes can be found on Corner Twist, of course. And by the way, I've actually been sponsored by Corner Twist, which is how I've managed to buy all of these cubes, because I've got a discount on them. And yeah, Joe's a really nice guy, so you should check out his channel and his store. I'll leave that all in the description. Yeah, this is a really good cube. I really wish I could do a full review on this, guys, but unfortunately it's not mine. So if you're looking for other really good speed cubes, I got a mega speed cube comparison. They just passed 1,000 views recently, so that's really cool. But yeah, I think that's unfortunately going to be all I can do on this Gans. So let's move on to the next cube. Okay, so next I think we should have a look at this MF3. This is by Mofang Jiaoshi, and it's a sub-brand of Moyu. So let's go check it out. And I didn't buy this because it's a speed cube. I bought this because it's an incredibly cheap cube. It's not the cheapest on Corner Twist, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, this is for a friend again, and he basically just wanted a cube that wasn't too bad. And yeah, I'd give that to Mofang Jiaoshi. They've created a really cheap cube that isn't too bad. But yeah, this cube is only £2.29 on Corner Twist, which is a really great deal. I don't know how he makes everything so cheap. And so it's actually probably the cheapest you can get it anywhere else in terms of a fairly decent budget cube. The Shengshao Legend, which I've got here and we'll get back to in a minute, is actually the cheapest on Corner Twist. But we're just going to have a look at this one for now. I've had YJ Guanlongs, quite a few of them before. And I would definitely say that this is on par with that. In fact, it feels pretty much just like a YJ Guanlong. And I've actually just uploaded a video on how to make one of these budget cubes into a fairly decent speed cube. So if you want to check that out, links in the description. And I'll definitely be applying the same sort of process to this cube and trying to make it as good a speed cube as I can for my friend who's bought it off me. So yeah, let's move on now. And next up we have two Shengshao Legends, and the reason I've got these is because they are the cheapest cube on the website. It's only £1.50 for a 3x3. That's actually insane. And what I'm going to be doing with these cubes is I'm going to be making them into a Siamese Cube, and so I wanted the cheapest ones I could get so that I'd be able to make that mod quite cheaply. But yeah, let's just get these two cubes out. And yeah, they actually look, they look quite basic, not very speed cubey, but let's get into first turns. Wow, this is actually a lot better than I was expecting it to be. I've owned a lot of Shengshao puzzles before, and they've not normally been very good, but so this is the Shengshao Legend, and I've actually got to say, it's got some lube in it already. It's actually quite smooth. And corner cutting isn't great. Let's have a look at that. No, corner cutting's not that great, but it's also not too bad. I'm actually incredibly impressed with these. Let's check out the other one to make sure. Yeah, they are both, I'd say, very alrighty cubes. They're not speed cubes. I wouldn't use them in a competition. But if you had, like, no money to buy cubes, then this is £1.49. Like, that is so cheap. You should definitely go and get these if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm actually so impressed with them. Also, I'm going to be setting these up properly, and I'll be doing a review on them later on in this video as well. But let's get on with the unboxings first of all. Okay, next up we have this Z Cube carbon fiber. So let's go take that out of its package. Okay, and basically the only reason I got this is because it looks so cool. As you can see, it's just a normal 3x3, but it's got these black carbon fiber stickers over it, and it's actually not that bad as a speed cube as well. Yeah, this turns quite well. I don't think it's got such great corner cutting. It does feel quite sandy and sandpapery, maybe just papery, I don't know. Wouldn't exactly call it scratchy, but it's not as silky smooth as some of the others, but it is really fast. As you can see, I'm executing algorithms quite quickly on it. Just not very good with the M moves, so Wow, it's actually got fairly good corner cutting as well. I have to say, I'm pretty much impressed with all of these cubes so far. So yeah, the only reason I actually got this is because it looks really cool. And I'll probably do a solve on it later on in the video and a full review as well. So let's get to the next cube. Well, I say cube, I meant puzzle, because this is a Master Morphix from, I believe, Lan Lan. And it's got a sticker on it, which is why it's not coming apart, but let's take a look at it. It's a lot more curvy than I was expecting, actually. I don't know why, but I never thought of it. And it's quite small, actually. I wasn't expecting it to be that small. But as you guys know, probably at least, I'm really quite into shape mods at the moment. And this is obviously a 3x3 shape mod. So it turns about its edges like this. And then, as you can see, if we do that turn there, we could then do this turn here, and yeah, so on, and you can scramble it like a 3x3 and then solve it. It doesn't actually, oh, I thought I could turn the corner then, but you can't. It doesn't actually turn particularly brilliantly. It's quite tight at the moment. I might loosen it, maybe lube it up a bit. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into this puzzle because I just really love shape mods, and as you can see, this is going to make some pretty crazy shapes. I'll probably do a separate video on this puzzle as well, but so that's going to be it from this puzzle for now. And lastly, as you probably saw, we have not one, but 6 Chi Warrior Ws, and these have only just come out on Corner Twist, so I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon, try and get some. And you can guess what I'm trying to be making with these. I'll be trying to make some force cubes out of them, and you'll see a video on that later on. Let's go and unbox all of these first of all. Okay, so now that we've finally got them all out of their boxes, and I've got a lot of rubbish to clean up now, we can have a look at these. So, again, I'm going to be doing a proper review on this in a separate video, so that my first impressions will be in that as well. But let's just have a look at the colour scheme for now. We've got quite a bright sort of orange, and a very pinky and bright red. We've got the normal white and a fairly bright yellow, a very light green, and also a very light blue, which is quite interesting. They're very bright colours and very light. So yeah guys, I'll leave a link in the description to when I review my Warrior Ws, and I'll also leave a link to when I have made them into force cubes, and we'll see how that will go. Okay guys, that is it for the unboxing for now. You can check out my individual reviews on all of these puzzles right here. But for now, let's have a look at these 3. Right then, let's try and give this guy a solve. Oh, that wasn't actually a bad time. Of course, I need to fix these centres, but I didn't feel like timing at that part. It seems this centre's off, because basically these lines have to be going in the same direction. If you look here, these are going that way, this is going that way. And then you can find the other one, and there are some little algorithms that you can do to fix that sort of thing. Like that. So that's all the centres fixed. 16.2 is a fairly decent time, and I must say it wasn't too difficult to solve, but it's just that trying to look ahead, and I just had a couple of pauses in there where I was like, yep, that is the right piece, because it's kind of very in the way, these black stickers. But that's actually a lot of fun, and I think it looks like a really awesome looking cube, and it's also really cheap off Corner Twist, so definitely go and have a look at that. And lastly for this video, I just want to do an overview of these 2 cubes here. The MF3 for a start is a very good budget cube. I've lubed it up and tensioned it and everything, and now it's turning pretty well actually. And hopefully it'll be good enough for the person who I'm giving this to. Because I have been getting some fairly decent times on it. I think my best was only a 15 or so. But I reckon if I gave it a good enough chance, it would probably get some fairly good times, like 13 or so. But I would say that this is a very good for a budget cube. It's obviously not as good as the Volk or the Whalon GTS or the Gan or anything like that, but it will definitely do the job if you are low on money and just fancy a really cheap and very good cube to buy. And then for the Shengshao Legend, I am actually also quite surprised at how well this turns. It's not exactly the best of the budget cubes, but it is the cheapest of them all, and it does actually still turn quite well. So if you actually had pretty much no money at all to spend, then go ahead and get one of these. But if not, then this could be quite good for modding. So I tend to use YJ Guanlongs, but this is actually cheaper even with paying £3.50 delivery than the YJ Guanlongs that I know off a different website. So I'll probably be buying lots of these for the mods I'm going to make, and I'm also going to make a Siamese Cube out of the 2 Shengshao Legends I have. Anyway, we'll see how that goes in the future. But yeah, otherwise this is a fairly decent budget cube and very, very, very cheap. But anyway guys, that is it from this massive unboxing. I got tons of cubes and I'm really excited to do all the videos that I'm going to be doing on these cubes. If you want any of these cubes at really cheap prices, please go check out Corner Twist. Again, the link will be in the description. And for now guys, if you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see all the awesome content I have going on. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye!